Good day, everybody. Good day, everybody. How y'all doing today? Sharice Johnson Moore here, your hope builder, lifting you out of your sorrow by guiding you to see the Christ within through scripture and practical applications. And it's time for Entrepreneurial Corners. Yes, it is. Hello, everyone, and how are you doing today? It is a marvelous day that the Lord has made again. I know it's right. He allowed us to get up this morning and have another blessed day, and we have the breath in our bodies and activity of our limbs, and we are in our right minds. And it is imperative that you, hey, have a blessed day, get up, pray. Okay, so as I was doing, as I'm doing this recording, I just realized something. When I got up this morning, I forgot that the time had changed. Oops, my bad. So I got up this morning, and you know how you get ready and get started with your day, pick out your clothes, what you're gonna wear, and how you gonna fix your face, gonna do your hair, whether you're gonna shave or not shave, you know what I'm saying, how to prepare yourself for the day, because you're excited about what you're about to do. You are excited about the plans that you are making and what you got under your sleeve or under your skirt, and you are preparing for what there is. But there's one thing that you need before you start your business: a business plan. I'm going to be honest. I did not start with a business plan. I didn't start any of my businesses with a business plan, but eventually I did get around to putting a plan together for each of my each of my businesses that I have. I have two businesses. I have Sharice Johnson Moore LLC, which is about my ministry, about authorship, about motivational speaking, and my podcasting, and and okay, let's see, did I forget anything? And then I have my LBM TV channel, which is media, and that, coincides me being the executive producer of that, uh, that spectrum. And I want to say this. You really gonna need one. You're really gonna need a business plan. Let me give you a few tips why. Right? Come on, y'all ready? Okay. Come on now, come on. We gotta do this. We gotta do this like Brutus. Come on. We get these ideas and we get these formulations in our head, and we're gonna create these candles, and we're gonna create this soap or body butter. We're gonna create this show. We're gonna produce this show. We're gonna and 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 it starts with that one idea. It starts with that one idea. I know it started with me with the book. It started with me my book, coming to loving yourself. And I'm gonna say God gave me the vision for everything I have. God gave me the vision for everything that I have. And because when I started writing my book, it was right after the deaths of the three most important people in my life. And yesterday was November the 5th. And it was my grandmother's 10th anniversary of her passing. And I started out with my day. It was good, but it did not end that way because I was very emotional yesterday. And I tried to do all my recording yesterday, and I tried to do it. It just wouldn't flow. It wouldn't flow because my mind was not fully in intact to handle doing the work against the emotions I was feeling. So now I have myself together. And I'm gonna say this: the 3 deaths motivated me to do this, start my business. You might think of death as a stumbling block, but look at it what it really truly is. It gets you into, what do I do next with my life? If someone has left that impression on you and you're sitting there thinking, what do I do with my life? I started my business. I started doing everything God asked me to do instead of running from the calling. Ministry school, writing a book, creating other things, creating a show. First show I had was Morning Word and Worship. And it just snowballed from there, just snowballed. But I must say, you got to have a business plan. I wish I had one of those bats. I seen this show one time where the guy is really a scene in Iron Man movie, right? I think it's Iron Man 2. Iron Man 2. I can't think anyway. And the man says, about Pepper Potts. And, and about Stark Industries. And it says Stark Industries makes weapons. Okay, you make weapons, but you don't want to make them no more. So what's your purpose of existence? So I say that because you got to be sure of what you want to do when you present your company to the world. And I truly want to say that it helps. A business plan helps you with your presentation, because you got to go have a mission statement. A mission statement. We'll get into that more depth of what. I'll give you that on the next class. Okay, on the next class. Let me write that down while I'm sitting here thinking about it. Next topic. Let me write this down, because see, this is how the flow. This is how God flows to me. When I get an idea, I write it down immediately. Okay, so the next one is what is in a business plan. Okay. See, a lot of people, I'm understanding that. I'm also taking on this teaching thing, this thing called teaching others what I have learned. So I'm gonna teach. I'm gonna be obedient. I talked about that on Morning Word and Worship. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Okay, so I'm listening to what God asked me to do. Business plan is, and why you need one. Number one is, it helps with projecting the future of your business. It helps with projecting the future of your business. I say this. Say you start out with no money. You start your business out with no money. Or you start off with one idea. Right? We're gonna go with the one idea. And then it snowballs into an effect from maybe a book to an audio book to a workbook to a video, a course, or it projects. It flows more than just what comes out of that one thing may become several things. So you will be in the position, you put yourself in a position when you have a business plan of what you want to do next in that business. Okay, I'll start out with this book. And the book, mission statement. Okay, I wanna, this book is gonna do this. And then it evolves into, okay, well, maybe I could turn this into a course. Okay, that is a projection. It is seeing what this book will produce in the future, not just the book, not just a paperback book. Not just, okay, I'm gonna start out with a paperback book. Okay, what this book, okay, and then you say, okay, what kind of forms I'm gonna put this book in? I'm gonna put an ebook, I'm gonna put an audio book, I'm gonna put it in braille, I'm gonna turn it into a podcast. It turns into, it projects more than one thing you can do with that project. Good for time gauge of income trajectories. I know that's a big word. Good for time gauge of income trajectories. It gauges your money. It helps you plan out your money. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I didn't eat breakfast this morning yet. Sorry. It helps you. Say you started. I'll give you my example. Say I started with nothing when it came to my book. I just started writing. And then the more I realized I was spending money on editing, I was spending money on proofreading, I was spending money on graphic arts designers, I was spending money on ISBN numbers, I was spending money on a coach to help me with the book and give me some ideas of what to do, and and then it goes to marketing and advertising, and it gauges how much money you spend on that project and how much money you start off with and how much money you end up spending, and then it also gauges what you will spend in the future, like your marketing and advertising. Okay, say you have $5,000. So you start off with $5,000, right? You write your book, you pay all the expenses for that. Then you got to put a marketing and advertising plan together. You have to set money aside for that, how much you're going to spend for that. It is a gauge of how much money you're going to spend and how much money you will get in investment, return on your investment. And it also gauges what you do next, what you want to do next. Okay, where the book came out. Okay, well, what you want to do with the book? Do you want to do interviews? Is it gonna cost you interviews? If the interviews gonna cost you, that's money you gotta spend. That's marketing and advertising. It gauges everything in your business of how much money you spend and how much money you bring in. Okay, go with your business as a whole. Okay. Say you just started out with that book, right? And you started off with nothing. And if you go through a whole year after you print it, if you done your book, you release your book, you market it, you advertise your book, and you go back into your finances, or you look back over your plan and realize, oh, I'm not now. I just don't have just a book. I got an audio book. I got a podcast. I turned it into a course. I've done it in a whole time of a year span. That's what I do. It's called a year in review. It's called a year in review. If you have it wrote down already of what you have, what you want to do, and then you go and you say, okay, well, I want to do this in this time frame. I want to do this in this time frame, and I want to keep up. I got goals and I have things I want to do in this time frame with this project. In a year's time, look at that in year in review and see how much you have done in that year. You will be surprised, child. I know I was when I had to go and review the stuff that I've done in a year. And then I realized, I made like $20,000 one year. That shocked me, and I was like, "What?" I was like, "Wait a minute! I have invested and returned." I looked at the whole number Cause of course I keep up with the money. You gotta keep up with your money. The money is the most important part of your sequence. I'm gonna tell you why. Because it gauges how much you spent, how much you brought in, and what you can do in the future or what you have. It gauges what you spent, it gauges what you brought in, and it gauges for your future projects. Okay, because there's no need of having money coming in if you're not going to save it. I did that in the first couple of years where I turn around and make money and then I spend it, and I spend it on business, and then I spend it on myself and personal stuff. Then I realized something. I was spending more money on getting my hair, my nails, and my feet done than I was actually saving any money. I was spending the money that I was making on the wrong things. Then I had to change my perspective of I had to turn around and where am I going? What am I doing? Da, 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 and like this like this behind me. This my backdrop, right? Me and my business coach, Miss Wanda D. Hollis. Shout out, okay? Shout out, Miss Hollis. And we got this concept of this backdrop. I wanted the backdrop, and she said, "Okay, you get one." And then she helped me get it, and she helped me design. She designed it for me, and I spent $247 on this. $247 on this backdrop. I sacrificed and saved my money to reinvest in my business. That's another thing that I had to learn. I had to reinvest instead of me getting the money, going and spending it on this and spending it on that. And it was like, no, I don't want to do that. I had to go back and reevaluate my year. And I realized in my whole year, I had about $20,000 walk through my hands, pass through my hands, and some I could see and some I couldn't. Ain't nothing wrong with treating yourself, and you just have to learn how to budget. Okay, I got this money sitting over here for these projects. I have money sitting over here for this project. Save this, save, because when you save, you can keep your company flowing when you save money during when you got hard times, when stuff is not able to be paid, like your QuickBooks. I use QuickBooks. I use PayPal. I use QuickBooks for all my finances, my credit cards, my PayPal, Cash App, things of that nature. That is one of the main reasons businesses fail, because they do not plan ahead. They don't have a business plan. They don't plan ahead, and why you need one, because you need to know where you're going in the future. And how you're going to get there is by planning, not just guessing, throwing some stuff outside the wall, see if it stick. It don't work like that. I ain't going to lie. I did that in the beginning when I first started my business. And I realized that was not the way. I had to stop the foolishness. I had to get myself together and say, look, I need help. I need help with this. I need help. That's when I went on ahead and I got me an accountant. You're gonna need one of those. Okay, you're gonna need an accountant. You're gonna need a tax accountant. There's a difference between a certified accountant and a tax preparer. It's a difference. Okay. Don't forget, Uncle Sam want his money. So you got to save up for your taxes too. That's a part of your plan. You got to put that in the plan. Uncle Sam. Just put Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam want his money. He gonna get here one way or the other. Okay. Financial keep up goals. Okay. Like I said, goals. Goals can be, say you don't got no car. You start this business. And the thing is, I know this may sound stupid or whatever the case may be, I don't care if it's $5. My grandma, this some wise stuff. My grandma would tell me now. My grandma says, I don't care if it's $5. Every time you make a sale, every time you make every time you make a sale, whatever your product is, take 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, $25 and put it in a savings that you don't have a card for, that you don't have access to. You don't have a checkbook. You don't got an ATM card. You just saving it. Just put that in there and just save that money and see what you get in a year. It ain't got to be no big numbers. I know, some people still, we got house bills to pay. That ain't including the business bills. That's like double for your trouble. And I know. And my thing is that save. Don't be so much in a hurry to spend. Is it a wise decision? Is it something I want to do? Is it something that's, whatever. Is it something that you really need? Because sometimes we sit out here buying a whole bunch of stuff we don't need. I need to buy that. I gotta go shopping. I gotta do this. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Whatever. But you have to be mindful how you spend it. Why you need one? Cause it means life or death for your business. A business plan means life or death for your business. And you can treat it like a hobby if you want to. Or you go full-fledged entrepreneur, let it grow. I know some people don't want to let go of their jobs, and I understand that job is paying your bills and things like that. And then I used to do that too when I first started my book. I started as I'm working as a certified nurse assistant and trying to manage the book and trying to be an author and things like that. But it's called a schedule. That's why you got a schedule. Okay? I hope I gave you some insight on what this going on. I hope I gave you some insight on what is going on when it comes to your business. Put a business plan together. Stop throwing stuff against the wall. Hope it stick. Hope it don't run down. Hope it, save your money. Get you a business plan, a financial advisor. If you can't afford a financial advisor, sit down with your the person that's helping you count your money, a certified public accountant. Okay, sit down with someone that knows about money, that manages money, that knows how to put money in plans and invest in yourself. If you don't know something, go take a class. Go take a class. Go take a class. Just take the class. I don't know if it's a financial aid class, a financial class. Take that. And then, because everybody, I'll say this. It's good to learn the things that we do not know, because it can save us a lot of headache down the road. Okay? And I'm so glad that my grandmother taught me how to, at an early age, how to keep a checkbook up. Because she taught me about money that way. Yes, I have been on top. I had money where I'm making $1,500 a week and things like that. And that was my old days. But now I'm not, I don't, look, Now I got to be more wise about how I get it, how I make it, and how I spend it, and how I save it. I'm 51. Okay, I'm 51. It's like 51, so that's 10. I say 14 years from retirement. I'm trying to be ready, and I'm kind of And the thing is you got to look to the future. You got to be planning for the future because you never know what's going to happen. You never know what kind of health issues or health problems or situations going to come into play, and you might have to stop working. And come on, I'm being realistic. I'm being realistic. I'm being real. Real is real right now because you never know what will happen in your business. Okay, and it also helps you, to project on other things that you have future endeavors for, like retirement. Okay, retirement. My daddy didn't retire. He retired and then he ended up working again because he was not wise with his money when he was making it. He was spending it on women's and other women's kids, and spending money on his friends. And then the older he realized, after a while, his friends was dying out, and he realized he had no money. He realized he had to do something with his life different. And at the age of, I think my dad was in his 70s, in his 60s, he started his own business. He started his own trucking business at the age of 60 something. I can't remember how old he was. He was up there. He was past 55. He's past 60 years old, 55. I know he's up there. My dad started his own business. So that's where I get this inspiration from, that my dad, because my dad didn't care how old he was, he started his business. And thank God he did that. And he taught me that you're never too old to start a business. Okay. I want to give y'all an opportunity to come on the show. Okay. You can contact me at I am Sharice at ShariceNJohnsonMoore.com. It's at the bottom of the screen. Or you can call me at 724-570-1153. If you would like to be on a guest on our show, we would love to have you. If you would like to advertise on the streaming channel LBM TV, or any of the programs that air, please reach out to me and we will talk about a advertising package for you that suits your business to a T. Okay, I want to say thank you to all the entrepreneurs out there in entrepreneurial land. And no matter what you do, be good, be great, be excellent, and be you. Okay? I love y'all. And I am going to say that it is an honor and a pleasure to bring you this program every week. And I would love to have you on the show. All right, babies? Come on now. Let's create. Let's let God work through us in our works. Okay? All right. See y'all later. Bye, babies.